Happy Thursday, Grace family and friends. This is Sheila from Grace UMC Arlington.
Happy Thursday, everybody. First Lady Rona Bates.
Yes.
Happy Thursday.
I am so excited. We have the First Lady of the church. First of all, how was your Mother's Day?
It was fantastic. It was wonderful.
Great,
yes, ma'am.
great. Good
I had
to
a whole
hear
Mother's
that.
Day weekend celebration.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's the way to do
Yes,
it.
ma'am. My son came over Saturday and barbecued and everything, and my daughter brought
wow.
some seafood, and my son-in-law was there. My husband was there waiting on me, and then my grandbaby. That was the That was the big part.
Oh, that
she
is
was there.
wonderful. I'm so
Yes.
glad you had
So,
a wonderful
yes, ma'am.
weekend, Mother's Day
Yes,
weekend,
yes, ma'am.
as well as I. But, so what I would like to talk about today is what the pastor, he spoke from 2 Timothy and from the first chapter, 3rd verse.
Yes.
Okay, and basically his message was the metals of motherhood.
Yes, yes, yes. That ability just to have the resilience, just to keep pushing in face of challenging, difficult times that we know as mothers, yes, that happens.
Absolutely, because we know that is very challenging.
Yes, yes.
Being a mother, raising a person.
And I never knew how challenging it was. Just watching my mother and raising 7 kids.
Okay.
I did say, wow, 7. I don't know how mama can do 7 kids. That's difficult. But you know what? It's difficult with 1 or 2. That's what I realized. It's just being a mother is just difficult, period, regardless.
That's true, because my one of the things that the pastor stated is that he didn't know that, because the same situation where his mother was a single parent due to the death of his father.
Yes.
But he didn't know that he was considered a statistic.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
And the same here. As my mother, she had 4 kids.
Yeah.
And she divorced early on. And we didn't know. I mean, I really didn't even know. I know now I lived in the projects, but I didn't know that because she always just made a way. Okay.
Yes, same
Even
with my
though-
mom. Even with 7, I feel like each of us was spoiled. Even with 7 kids, and it's not like we had a lot of money, but we didn't want for anything.
Right.
She just instilled, and what I appreciate about my mother so much, she instilled a lot of love. She just taught us how to love and be giving, because she was that way.
Okay. Oh man, when you say about giving, my mother, she was such a giving person. I mean, considering that she ended up remarrying, but before she remarried, if I go upstairs and I bring a friend with me upstairs, meaning we lived in an apartment, we lived on the 16th floor,
Yes.
and I would say, Mom, can I have some money? I want to go to the store. Well, not only would she give me money, but she would also give my friend money. So, she taught me early on about giving.
That's good.
She was such a giving person, no
Yes.
matter what, trying to make it on her
And
own.
so I'm pretty sure that you taught the same thing to your children, or to your son.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So I just think back when I was a kid and just watching my mom, and then as me being a mother, I realized that I kind of give that same, what she instilled in me, it came out, and I instilled that in my kids about loving and being, and giving.
Right.
It's the same. So it is important that we always give our kids what we know they need, which is that heart of God, the heart of love and giving is very important.
Right. To, like he stated, generational, and as far as generational curses,
Yes.
he said it's just an excuse, and that's really true.
Yeah, right.
That is true.
Right.
You don't have to follow
Just
what,
do-
came before you.
Yeah, the
You know,
negative
you just
stuff. That's
don't-
the stuff that you say, okay, that you realize that wasn't great. We're not going to do this. We're going to do something different, totally opposite. That wasn't good or the negative. You don't have to like focus on that.
Exactly. And what you need to do, bring the child up in the church.
Amen.
you know?
Amen.
And it may be a situation where later on they may
Right.
go wayward from
But
the
as
church.
the pastor say in this
But-
message, what you instill with
In
them is going to come out. Whether it's a delay
Exactly.
or a certain season and time in their life that they're
Right.
not focusing on, but they'll always come back to that.
Right.
Yes, they
Yeah.
always come back to that.
Now, actually growing up, well, my mother, she was raised in the church and she went to church a lot. So she felt like when she was grown, she was going to go to church, but she wanted to go.
Yeah. I feel that's kind of that
Yeah.
story a lot.
So we weren't raised in the church. We were one like, okay, Easter.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, that's how it was
And-
with me until I got older. And what I got involved in the church, being in the choir and stuff like that. So that's how it
Okay.
was. But she would
Yeah.
send us like with my grandmother and family like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we would do. We would go with friends.
Yeah.
And you know, the funny thing, we had a church literally in the back of our building.
What?
I mean, we didn't even have to cross the street.
Wow.
Okay?
Yeah.
Just take the elevator downstairs and just walk right there. And most of the time, the churches we did visit with friends, it was other places. But thinking back, I wish I would have just like, okay, Mom, going to church and just walk, right there because it was right
But
there.
the blessing in that is that now that you have a kid and you have a grandchild, you can start. You already know what to do. Like I feel like
Yes.
I did good with my kids, but I feel like I'm gonna do even better with my granddaughter because I already know what to do.
Right.
You know, I've lived it
Yes.
and seen it through
Right.
what the experience that I had with my children.
Yeah, which now my son is kind of like that way. Go to church sometimes because he was raised in the church, you know. So, but he's going to come back.
Yeah.
And he has that foundation.
That's what's important.
Yes.
That foundation.
Yes.
Teaching them right from wrong.
Exactly.
That's what's important. Because like I said, I felt like we all was spoiled, like we were the only child, even though we were 7 of us, but we were disciplined. We were loved hard, but we were disciplined.
Right.
We did not skip out on that at all.
Right. My
And I
mother,
did
she
the same with my
right.
kids. I loved them hard, but I taught them right from wrong, and I disciplined them.
Exactly. And, you know, it's instilled in them,
Yes.
and that's how they're going to live their life.
Amen.
You know, full of God, full of faith, full
Yes.
of grace,
Amen.
full of mercy.
Yes.
Yeah, well, the First Lady, I was a little nervous. So but thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you. I enjoyed
I was
it.
excited and nervous at the same time.
Well, thank you.
Okay. So have a great rest of your week.
Yes.
And always remember to
Experience.